Representative Kevin McCarthy, Republican California, the GOP House leader and Speaker of the House, lost a third Republican in his bid to oust the representative. Ilhan Omar, Democrat Minnesota, of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, who was recently appointed by the Democrats. McCarthy comes close to agreeing that he doesn't have the vote. Unlike McCarthy's opposition to Representatives Adam Schiff and Eric Swalwell, both California Democrats, serving on the Intelligence Committee of the House, the composition of the foreign panel means that a full vote is required to remove a member. The nail would be similar to what Democrats led, with some Republican support, in their previous efforts to unseat Representatives Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican Georgia, and Paul Gosar, Republican Arizona, on the committee. Now Representative Ken Buck, Republican Colorado, who himself spent years on the Foreign Affairs Committee, voiced his opposition to Omar's removal from the panel. Buck was involved in the House Freedom Caucus, a high-profile group of right-wing conservatives in the House. "I think Nancy Pelosi broke this office," Buck told reporter Chuck Todd. "I think he did it wrong in a number of ways. One of those ways was to fire committee members, which has not been done in the past. In fact, one of them dismissed the committee. For example, the Republicans removed Steve King of Iowa from office, but that did not happen in other places. He decided who will be on the committee January 6 and put 2 Republicans on the committee. So I think we should not get involved in this tit for tat. I oppose the removal of Senator Omar from the committee." Other Republicans who voiced opposition to the idea include Representatives Nancy Mace, SC, and Victoria Spartz, IND, the latter of whom was unhappy with the public statement he issued. "Two wrongs don't make a right," Spartz said. Speaker Pelosi did something unprecedented in the last Congress to remove representatives. Greene and Gosar came from their committee without proper procedure. President McCarthy is taking unprecedented action in this Congress to deny subcommittee work without due process. As I spoke against this in the House 2 years ago, I will not support this charade again. President McCarthy must end the bread and butter in Congress and start a government for change. Axios has identified several House Republicans as undecided, including Representatives Brian Fitzpatrick, Pennsylvania, and David Valadao, California, who were elected. 2 of the districts have chosen Biden, which may tempt them not to cross the border. McCarthy already has a record as the president defined on his side by his victory, because it took him more than a dozen votes to get his current job. With the Republicans at the helm, the House passed legislation that, if passed, would cancel the IRS funding again, and there is talk of considering, at least in committee, a plan to replace the income tax at the federal level by a national sales tax of around 30%, so things are going in the right direction. McCarthy expressed personal opposition to the sales tax plan.